Very exciting announcement that we saw yesterday, and that is Left 4 Dead 2.
I can't.
Come on, give it up.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead 2.
All right, is the zombie going to put up the other hand now? Because you're running out of fingers. How's that going to work?
He's lost 2 of the fingers now, so he's sort of making the peace sign.
Okay, good. As long as it's TV safe, we're good.
Exactly.
In the U.S.
Yeah.
So, Doug, I might be crazy. I thought Left 4 Dead came out last year.
It did.
Yeah. And so you already have decided to put out a brand new iteration of the series.
Yep.
Was that something you always planned for, or you just said, oh, hell?
No, Valve's not so good on the planning side of it, but hopefully we're good on the execution side of it. Basically, when the project wrapped, there was a really excited team with a lot of passion, a lot of ideas, and they decided to go for it, do something we haven't done before, which is deliver a sequel in short order. And it's actually going to be a bigger and better game, coming up with more campaigns, more weapons, more monsters. It's going to be bigger in every way, have new technology, and so hopefully it'll be pretty cool.
Well, Doug, who are we following? Because every time I've played Left 4 Dead, offline or online, everybody dies. No one ever seems to make it out alive. So are we
You're all
following?
Left 4 Dead.
It's not the same set of survivors, or?
No, you got 4 new survivors. It takes place about a week later than the first game. You're in the southeastern United States. You meet up in Savannah, Georgia, and you make your way to the climax in New Orleans, French Quarter. You have sort of a mishmash of people, similar to the first game, sort of people that are unlikely to be put together. So you have like a mechanic, a football coach, a news intern, and then this guy that's sort of like a shady riverboat gambler, sort of con man type of guy. But they bond together, in the name of trying to survive and make it to New Orleans.
And the sun is out.
Yes, that was what I was pointing out.
That was such a shift.
Was that a big decision, deciding to go for the non-traditional dark nighttime horror movie setting and going for the bright, sunny New Orleans streets?
Yeah, I thought that, the team thought that it would be really interesting to sort of put more variety in there, because after a while, if everything's dark, ultimately it is going to start to look the same whether you're in London or Tokyo or New York. It's the dark. So, there's also sort of a unique hue on the lighting in the southeast. If you've spent time in Florida or New Orleans, there's sort of this orangey, browny glow, which is
it's
sort
like
of
the
spooky.
smog in LA, but much prettier.
It's like Terrence Malick's mind at all times.
Exactly. So it's sort of spooky and off to begin with, and it's set, at dawn where that hue is at its, brightest. But there are also some dark areas in the game too that we'll be showing later this summer. There's some swamp areas, and other areas of the game that are dark and nighttime as well. So mixing it up a little bit, putting in some variety.
And who's inhabiting those areas? I mean, we have to have some new infected, right? There's got to be some new types.
Absolutely. So, the 5 bosses from the original game, make a return. Obviously, the game wouldn't be the same without the boomer and the tank and the witch, etc. But we're also going to be introducing 3 new specials. The first is the Charger, who's sort of this really fast, one-arm ram on crystal meth, if you will.
Nice.
He's just got a lot of excitement. He's really quick, really strong, and he's just coming through with this one arm and just bashing people out of the way.
So that could knock your whole party crazy if you're online or something.
Right, and a lot of the game takes place in sort of high levels. There's a big bridge scene that you sort of have to make it across this big bridge, going over something like Lake Pontchartrain in the New Orleans area. And if he's there, knocking people onto the ledge of the bridge or just clean off the bridge, again, trying to keep the group together is a key to winning. And so a big idea for the specials is to break the group up and sort of bring them down.
When I'm dangling, that's when Adam's running and screaming, "Sorry, dude! It's the name of the game. You're Left 4 Dead."
We just saw the axe being used right there. That was definitely something you guys were liking to play on in the trailer, which is non-incendiary weapons.
Yes.
How much variety do we get? I mean, the frying pan at the end gave me a lot of ideas of what's possible in this game.
Yeah, so melee weapons are something that we wanted to bring in. Obviously, friendly fire defaults is on in the game, and in close quarters battle, a machine gun might not always be the safest thing for keeping your friends cool. So we want
a chainsaw is. I'll point that out.
A chainsaw is, and a frying pan is even better. So there's that. There's an axe. There's also going to be a baseball bat and a few other things again that we'll be unveiling throughout the summer. The frying pan and the axe are playable here at the show, as is the incendiary ammo.
Awesome.
All right. Well,
there's so much I want to ask about the AI director and about online modes, but
we're going to save it for another time?
Yes, we will. We will. And we don't have any frying pans on set, so we're safe.
Anytime, guys.
Good.
Yeah. Offset.
Doug, thank you so much.
Doug, thanks so much. Doug Lombardi from Valve, Left 4 Dead 2. And it's going to be out November 17th, and it's only be on the Xbox
360
and on the PC.
And on the PC, of course.
And on the PC.
There we go.
It's Valve. It better be on the PC.
It has to.
All right, we kind of jumped the gun before, but now it's time for some wrestling.
All right, Blair Herter, don't let us down. You're at the THQ booth for a look at WWE. How many W's are in that? The world
WWE.
Dub SmackDown versus Raw 2010, and he's not alone.
No. Here's Blair and 2 of wrestling's brightest stars, Kofi Kingston and Maurice, with more on the game.
I'm hanging out with the reigning THQ Superstar Challenge and newly crowned United States champion, Mr. Kofi Kingston. Thanks for talking to me, brother. Great to see you again.
You too.
So listen, Kofi, we're talking SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. It's been recently announced that the WWE said this is the most accurate representation of our experience that you're going to get. You're a wrestler, you're a gamer, you got your hands on the game. Is that true?
It's got to be true. I mean, I'm very excited to see because, you know, 2009, this is the 11th year of the franchise, SmackDown vs. Raw. 2009 was pretty real. You know, they cut out a lot of, it was very smooth, you know what I mean? And they keep raising the bar, so I'm very excited to see how they do it.
Right. And they've also announced a little bit more about kind of the creator wrestler mode. You're a guy who brings a ton of personality to the ring. Have you gotten your hands on that? How does that feel?
I haven't actually gotten my hands on the 2010 version yet, but, you know, to be able to customize, I'm all about the details, you know? So to be able to go in and fix the details and make everything perfect, it's going to be really good. It's going to be really cool.
Cool. And also, this guy's a huge gamer, but this is his first E3 ever. How does it feel to be here, man?
I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. I mean, I would always read about E3 and see pictures and, you know, Game Pro and EGM, and to actually be here, this is just wild. It's wild.
Well, congratulations, man. Thanks for talking to us again, brother. Appreciate it.
No problem. All right.
Wrestling.
Raising fans have been quaking with excitement since the announcement of Forza Motorsport 3.
Yes, this latest iteration brings new features like the ability to actually create movies, which look incredible, by the way, and share them with your friends. Of course, better graphics and a selection of 400 cars from over 50 manufacturers, 12 of which are actually not bankrupt.
Oh,
so that's
fun
very
fact,
cool. Yeah, fun to know. We'll bail the game out.
All right, well, let's check out another G4 exclusive hands-on and live Live Some Days of Thunder. Joining us is game director at Turn 10 Studios, Dan Greenwald. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, how you doing?
All right.
Doing well. By the way, best looking racing game. I love that when you come on out and you're like, by the way, just want everybody to know, you're pointing to the bleachers with this one, right?
Oh, yeah. It's time to bring it.
Time
Third
to bring
version.
it.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
have to, and it looks amazing.
Thank you.
That's what I was going to ask you. At the Microsoft press conference, Forza 3 was unveiled. There was a ton of real cars. But here's the thing, like you were saying, 1 and 2, intense and so real. How did you up the ante this time?
Well, you know, how didn't we? We really increased everything. We made the AI better, we made the physics better, the graphics, we redid the graphics engine from the ground up. So not only can you damage the cars, which is something that's really important in a game like ours, but now the cars can roll over, and it just makes the action so thrilling and fun, and it's really bringing the thrills to the sim genre.
Another way for me to totally lose and destroy my ride when I play it in simulation mode.
You know, but that's what's cool is we now have gameplay rewind. So, you know, the nice thing is you can rewind the game. If you mess up, you're 5 laps in, you're 15 minutes in, and you make a mistake, you get a do-over.
I don't normally get a mulligan in my M3. That's nice.
That's exciting.
And it's unlimited.
Yeah.
And what we found is it's not just that people do the rewind just because they made a mistake, but they hit a car and they roll it over and they go, nah, I think I'm going to hit it again. So they hit it again and hit it again.
Well, that's going to help with perfecting lines, too, to be able to roll it back and really get the speed you need into a turn.
Is it wrong that my do-over happens in the first 10 seconds every time?
Yes.
I'm not so great at the race games.
She's running back to the 3, 2, 1 countdown every time. One thing you guys showed off was car customization. I mean, I know that's going to be huge this year. Can you talk about some of the tools that you're giving gamers to actually make the graphics they want for their ride?
Well, you know, we've not only invested in what you can do with UGC for the racing genre, but we're pushing the entire industry. The things we did in Forza 2 with the auction house and the way we had people, not even racing gamers, they were just people that like to paint.
Right.
And they got famous in our auction house. We're doing even more in this version. We're creating leaderboards for painters, for tuners,
very nice.
for directors, people that make videos, all of those things, so that you don't just have to be a good racer, you can just be creative and be really famous in our community.
Now, at the Microsoft press event, you showed off the video editor, which basically allows you to make those movies that Kevin was just talking about that look fantastic. Tell us how in-depth can we get in it?
Well, you know, first off, in Forza 2, we had these clubs that were making machinima, you know, Project Blackjack, where they'd tell little drift stories using capture cards, and we wanted to make that easier.
Right.
So with the game, you just go into a replay. It could be an online replay with your friends, and at any point, you can export a high-res video and then upload it to our website, download it, put it on YouTube, do whatever you want.
It's super simple.
You guys had some
Very simple.
amazing transitions where, like, go into the rim of one car and then we'd see it spinning on another track or another portion. I mean, are those things easy to do within the editor?
Well, you know, the editor is really about empowering people, but the truth is we're not going to replicate something like Premiere.
Sure.
Right? So it's a blend between the two.
Good. Like iMovie for your sweet ride.
And it really is like, how in-depth do you want to get in learning the techniques and everything you can do on the video editor?
But I love the fact that, if I may, I just love that you're giving, you know, instead of just, your quantifiable bragging rights with like, I am making the best films, I am doing the best painting jobs, and now we can actually see that ranked. I think that's incredible.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Now, for people like me, and I like to think that there's a lot of us out there that aren't very good at these games. For the newer players with race games, have
Or
you done
driving.
anything? Hey,
I mean, I love you, but
look,
come on, let's go.
I am an efficient driver.
You bounce off rails in real life.
It's efficient.
Okay.
So, have you done anything for new players?
Well, you know, I really wanted to bring people together. This game, to me, racing, simulation, UGC damage, they're a means to an end. I want to turn gamers into car lovers and car lovers into gamers. So the truth is, if you remember your old high school car and, yeah, the way it kind of stuck getting into 5th gear or whatever it was.
Stanza?
There you go, right? It's like
The
your
old
first love.
Stanza.
Everybody remembers that.
Yeah.
And it's that car passion that brings them into the game. So I absolutely don't want to push you out. What I want is a 6-year-old with a Lamborghini poster on his wall and a 65-year-old wrenching on his Camaro, where the controller is a little bit intimidating. I want them to be able to get in, have a great time.
Yeah,
So
that's me.
the rewind, auto braking, the green line, new AI, all of it is to make the game easier while still being a hardcore sim underneath.
Did you actually include the Nissan Stanza? Is that one of the
Did you?
unlockable cars?
I'm not going to unveil our car list, but let's just say it's unlikely.
Can you tell us any?
I'm sure
You
it's
can't tell us the
unlikely.
cars?
Well, we brought 20 cars here.
Yes.
We've got 400 cars in the game. We've got 3 months to keep doling it out. It's like crack, right? I mean,
Yeah.
cars
No,
are just...
you're a good
people
dealer.
love cars, right?
Just a little
Yeah.
taste.
400. The Nissan Stanza might be in
It
that.
could be in there.
It's a big number.
I think you should fight for it. Now, what about tracks? How many are original? How many are custom-made tracks for the game?
Well, you know, in Forza Motorsport 1, we were about 50-50. And the original tracks allow us to showcase our technology. Of
course.
In Forza 2, we had more real-world racetracks as we were building our credibility as a simulator. For Forza 3, we're getting more to like a 60-40 split. So we can make original tracks that show off, you know, what's a Honda good for? It's not really good on these long straightaways of a real-world track.
Now, when will we actually get our hands on Forza 3? Do you have a date?
October.
October.
And yes, we have a date, October 27th.
October 22nd.
Very nice.
I'm going to be driving Lamborghinis.
I thought you were holding out for the Stanza.
Well, will there be a Stanza? Then I will be there. But I know I'm going to be at your house. You're going to be so mad at me because every 10 seconds I'm like, do over.
Rewind. You're still in the menu, Olivia. Stop it. You're at the dashboard. You can't rewind yet.
Dan, thank you so much for stopping
thank
by.
you.
The game looks amazing.
It does look
Congratulations.
amazing. Great
I'm sorry we didn't have an Audi behind you because
well,
I know you're used to the big car on the big
I
stage,
got
but
to be a rock star for a split second.
it was awesome. I've never seen more smoke at a press conference. Well done. Thanks again, Dan.
All right, thank you very much.
Now is the part of our broadcast where I talk about soup.
Ooh, minestrone.
It's delicious, isn't it? No, not minestrone. But it's a new show from the producers of the soup. It's called Web Soup.
How convenient.
Look at
G4's
that.
Chris Hardwick will stir a pot filled with a zesty blend of viral videos with just the right amount of commentary. Not too much. No, just the right amount. Just a pinch, a dash. He'll probably put some hot sauce in there as
Oh,
well
no.
because that guy loves him. Some Cholula.
That's why we're not hosting.
Oh,
We
the
don't want
Cholula. No. Web Soup premieres Sunday night at 9 right after Ali G in the House, which is a movie that, to the best of my knowledge, is not about soup. I don't
You
believe
don't know
so.
that. It's
I don't
the
know
answer.
that. I'm guessing.
You guys, don't go anywhere. We are bringing you an exclusive sneak peek episode of Web Soup coming up right after our show. Don't leave, don't move.
No.
Is it weird that I'm kind of in the mood for soup? Like
No.
a chicken and wild rice?
That's not, okay, that's weird.
Is it weird?
That's weird. Guys, check out g4tv.com/websoup for details.
You guys, we have to take a short break, but when E309 Live returns, we'll demo Mass Effect 2.
Yes, we will.
And hopefully catch up with the first human Spectre.
If he's still alive, that
He
is.
might be.
Well, spoilers ahead. Don't
spoil
move.
it.
Just sit
Don't
there.
spoil it.
E309 Live.
Damn it.
Sit there.
Hi, I'm Lips.
And I'm Rob Reiner.
And we are Anvil. And you're about to see our rock band tips. A trusty tool. You can bang this, you know, dan, 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 dan. Oh no. Look at the things that they come up with, huh? Running it up and down the neck. Can I have this? This usually works real good. Not very firm, is it? Bottleneck, you know? And no one really notices that I stopped doing it.
Oh, I get it now. That's what those are for.
Welcome back to E309 Live. Now, hardest working man in video games. He's got to be King of Kong star Steve Wiebe.
That's right, the poor guy. He's been earning points while that pesky Donkey Kong keeps stealing his women's. It's terrible. Let's check in with Kristen Adams to see if he's close to a high score. Kristen.
Thanks, Kevin. Steve is approaching the halfway point here. He's at level 12, just over 500,000 points. So, Walter, what I want to ask you, what is it going to take for Steve to reach 1,000,000 points today?
Well, he is on a pace to potentially reach 1,000,000 points.
Okay, good.
Now everybody can see that he has 2 men left. He's playing 1 man with 1 in storage. If he can get to the end of the game while saving those 2 men, he can cash them in.
Awesome.
He can cash them in for extra points by running the time clock. So
All right.
anyway,
that's
he can
good
do
to
it.
hear. That is great to hear. So we're
Still
on
can do
track
it.
to break 1,000,000. That's what we're anticipating today. So, Steve, keep bringing your A game, buddy, on this 3rd and final attempt. All right, now back to Kevin and Adam.
Keep the power on for that man.
All right, if you've had enough of pundits like us punditing, we're punditing. I'm like Bill Crystal all the time. All right, then you got to fire up your Skype. It's time for you to do some of the talking, which means we're going to be talking with our virtual audience.
Nice, let's do this. So we just checked in on Steve Wiebe, and I'm hearing that Matt from Ontario, Canada, has been following Steve's attempts all day long at G4TV.com. Matt, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Well, what do you think poor Steve has gone through 2 games and a power outage. How do you think he's doing so far?
I think he's doing great. Personally, I want him to make it, and all of Canada wants to make it as well.
Oh, he's got the support of Canada.
All of Canada?
All of Canada.
Even the northern territories, because that's where all the Caribou
No,
are.
Monscott speaks for all of Canada.
All right.
Mon, have you ever played the Donkey Kong arcade? Like, you know how ridiculously difficult it is, right?
Oh my God, I can count the memories of just failed attempts trying to get that high score.
And all the times of begging Mom for more quarters.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
especially when you're at the Chuck E. Cheese. Like, can I have more tokens?
Yeah. No,
Tokens,
no,
please.
I don't love you.
Hey, did you ever happen to play DK64 and the N64?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you remember that to actually get one of, I don't know, they were jiggies, whatever it was at DK64, you had to play the original Donkey Kong, and that was, I found, the hardest part of the game, because there's no such thing as analog back in the 80s.
No. Too tough. Matt, let's see. If Donkey Kong isn't what you're playing right now, is there an arcade game that you're obsessed with right now?
Right now, the only thing that's taken away all my quarters and dollars is Marvel vs. Capcom, because I always make my friends cry with that.
Nice. Who's your character?
My character is always Ryu with Mega Man.
Ah, good choice.
Oh, that's
good
not
choice.
bad. Hey, are you in any way excited about Tatsunoko versus Capcom? That Capcom just announced the game that we never thought would make it over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was just fun to say, Tatsunoko.
Bless you.
See?
And pre-order now.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
That's all I learned from that. Matt, thank you very much for joining us, buddy. Thanks for participating in the virtual audience.
So you get about 10 points, 10
Oh,
achievement
nice.
points. Yeah.
Achievement unlocked. Look at the top of your screen. You're good. Now listen, everyone. We all know that humans have just about given up on Earth, but fortunately for us, in the new 2K game, Borderlands, we found a new uninhabited planet to colonize. It's nice.
Yeah, which is very nice, but unfortunately for us, the planet was actually full of hibernating alien nasties.
What were the odds?
I don't know. Well, that can't be good, so that's why we sent Blair Herder to see if he survived.
I know what you're thinking, Blair. First-person shooter RPG, you're crazy. I am crazy, but so is 2K Games because of Borderlands.
This is a dangerous place.
I'm here with Randy, the president of Gearbox Software. Yeah, that's right. We're on a first-name basis right now. He just learned that. And we're talking Borderlands. Huge game for you guys. Tell me about it.
Well, Borderlands is a post-apocalyptic science fiction shooter. It's also a role-playing game, so it's sort of like a role-playing shooter. And it's set in this interesting world, Pandora. And you'll have a lot of choice to make about your gear and your character. And as you grow, you'll discover things, you'll explore, and you'll achieve things as you accomplish all these missions and take down the world.
You won't last long here. Not without help. Not without guns. A hell of a lot of guns.
You were talking a little bit about the gear. I've heard hundreds of thousands of weapons. That's not possible. That's not possible.
In Borderlands, there are more guns than if you took every game on the Xbox 360, every game on the PlayStation 3, and you added all those guns and all those games together, there's more weapons in Borderlands. And this is really important because there's a lot of choice and a lot of loot you can collect to get more powerful in the game.
Is there going to be like a linear story, or are you just killing stuff, taking over the world?
It is a big world, and there's a lot of choice, and you can go on the track or you can go off the track and play the game as you wish. Of course, there is a story, and there is a planned path that you can take. Whenever you want to get on that path, you're welcome to follow the mission chain that'll lead you to the end of the story.
You're looking for the vault, aren't you? It doesn't exist.
And when can we expect to see it in stores and on what consoles?
It's coming on the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360, and the PC, and it'll be here in October.
Awesome, man. Thanks for talking to us.
to what group you thought deserved their very own rock band game. The tally gods have smiled upon us, and right now the leader is Led Zeppelin with 49.3%. Don't go anywhere. We are about to double fist BioWare demos. That sounded dirty, but I promise it's not. Don't miss our hands-on with Mass Effect 2 and Dragon Age Origins right after this. That's Steve Wiebe! Yes, in the teaser trailer for Mass Effect 2, we learned that Commander Shepard was killed in action, and it looks like a Geth robot is wearing his armor.
But what happened? What is Saren? Where are all the elevators? Hopefully some of these questions will be answered as we head back to the Citadel for some epic space opera action in this world premiere hands-on of Mass Effect 2.
So exciting! Gracing our stage! Right now, the co-founders of BioWare, Dr. Ray Mazika and Dr. Greg Zeschuk, thank you guys so much for dropping by.
Thank you.
Especially with Mass Effect 2, thank you for bringing it to us.
Very welcome.
Now, this is the second game in the trilogy, so where does the story take place?
Well, this is the dark second act of the Mass Effect franchise. It's a trilogy, as you said, so we really want to take the fan feedback and just punch it up, add a whole bunch of crazy stuff across the board, amp the intensity of the combat, make the dialogue even better,
So where are we exactly?
Basically, you think you've defeated the arch threat that was in Mass Effect 1, but there's still even more ominous threat that's out there. It's up to you as Commander Shepard to actually take it on and defeat it and save organic life.
Just shortly after the original game.
Right.
Now, my Commander Shepard, I was very happy with him. He was very powerful, but he was a complete tool. He was really unpleasant, and it was definitely one of the darker endings you can get. Obviously, people can play him as a far more noble person. How you played the first Mass Effect have any bearing, or will it have any bearing on how Mass Effect 2 will start?
It'll actually have a significant bearing. There'll be things like the characters that actually died in the first one aren't going to be there, obviously, in the second. How you tied up the loose ends at the end of the game will indicate how the game actually starts. All these things actually have an impact on the game itself.
So keep your save games.
Now, if I haven't played Mass Effect, am I like, am I just, what will I do except play Mass Effect? Because I think it's the best decision.
You have play the first one. Do you have to play the first one?
No, not at all. No, so there's an amazing entry point to the fiction, and if you start off, we have great tutorials, bring you right in. People who've been playing it say they love the action. It's the intensity is amped up in every dimension, like I said. So easy to access, whether you play the first one or not.
Now, what are some of the things that you guys learned from the first one that you've improved and made better for the second time around? Any lessons you've learned?
A couple big things. One is obviously some of the improving on the technical implementation of the game, like things like frame rates rock solid 30 plus, super smooth. The actual AI in combat is a lot better. Really great. We improved a lot in terms of the actual precision of combat, the cover. Basically, we had a list of things from the fans and from the press and ourselves that we wanted to knock down. We knocked them all down, and that's what we have now.
Do you guys go onto forums and stuff like that to figure out, okay, they're pissed off about this, let's fix it? That means something to you.
We listen to the press. I mean, we listen to you guys a lot, actually. We take the fan feedback really seriously. It matters a lot to BioWare, and we use it. So, one of the other things we took to heart was we wanted to take the uncharted worlds and actually make them, even though they're optional still in Mass Effect 2, make them a core part of the experience, amp up the excitement, make the ending different depending on what you do in the optional content.
That's fantastic.
Now let's talk about the combat and the weapons as sort of a subset. That was one of the few things that was coming on is that even though there were different weapons, they didn't feel very distinct, when they were necessarily in your hand. But more so, the combat was just awesome with both the top-down and the real-time action. Have you played with that at all? What do you expect us to do in that area?
It's even more awesome now.
Good answer.
Awesome extra.
The key word is intensity. Like, we're really focused on the precision of the shooter controls, so you can still take a thoughtful approach. You can pause it, you can use a radial menu if you choose, but you don't have to.
And if you check out the game, he's shooting a guided missile, which wasn't in the first one.
I haven't seen much stop down actually in this playthrough right here.
Right? Look at the size of that guy.
All kinds of cool heavy weaponry, guided missiles, you know, shoot a mini nuke off, you know, there's all kinds of cool stuff.
There's a lot of changes to weapons and stuff too. So.
Yeah, and precision, so it's going to feel tight, and you can play it all in real time, pull off tandem, biotic powers, and all kinds of cool shit like that.
Tell us what's happening right now in the gameplay.
Yeah, no, actually, Billy's basically taking out some guys. He's got a actually guided missile, a little hard to see. Got it there. I'm not sure if he's changed, but he's waiting to nail that guy. He's locking on. There he goes. So
some of the neat things you can see too is that enemies have parts like a robot might be able to knock its leg off, and then it continues to crawl towards you. The AI is amped up. They're going to have different combat moves depending on what damage state they're in. So you know how you play, it's going to make it's going to have a huge impact on the intensity.
The game takes that in.
Yeah, it takes it into account. Yeah.
Now with the biotics, you know, the magic of the game for those who haven't gotten a chance to play it, is it the same stuff, or are we going to see a lot more new? What's going to happen there?
Yeah, we added some new stuff. I think one of the big things, obviously, with Mass 1, we put the whole system together, the world together. Creating a galaxy world and everything else is a lot of work. And so the second one, we actually had the chance to take everything we learned from the first, add a whole bunch of new biotic powers, as Ray said, some ways to do it actually faster, more real time, but also some new ones that, you know, we'll kind of tease those out, but some really cool new biotics that are just awesome.
Now, everyone knows about the new alien species. What role will they have in Mass Effect 2?
I think we're keeping some secrets here too, but
can you tell us one secret?
Well, we are showing for the first time in E3 the acquisition of a new alien species, Thane, who's the best assassin. He's badass. He's the best assassin in the galaxy. And part of what you have to do here is gather a ragtag group of the elite combat squad of murderers, criminals, villains, because you need to have the best of the best in order to take on this vast threat that's facing you. So Thane is a brand new species. We're not going to say much more than that.
Can we hear the name of the species?
We're saving that for right now.
But it sounds like you're almost kind of doing a Henry V on St. Crispin's Day. Like, all right, if you're walking and you're mean, so get in my army right here.
You know, the cool thing is everybody that's playing in BioWare is just loving it. Like, we have people that are kind of like, you know, I love the story, the action wasn't there, the action was there, I didn't love this. They're saying both dimensions are like, awesome.
All right, that's exciting. And when are we going to be getting to play Mass Effect 2?
Well, it's early next year.
All right, well, that's coming soon.
We're looking at January, February, or like, you know,
early next year.
Early next year.
I know these guys. It's early next year. Greg, Ray, thank you so much again. I'd like to say goodbye, but we're going to be seeing you very, very shortly from that look at Dragon Age Origin.
Kevin, over to you.
Yes. Is that January or February? What'd we get? Which one? January? Maybe February. We'll find out. Early next year. All right, fair enough. Now, when G4's live coverage of E309 continues, we're going to demo the spiritual successor to Baldur's Gate. It's Dragon Age Origins. It's going to be right here on stage, everybody. And we'll take the new PS3 game Mod Nation Racers for a spin. It's all on the way. Keep it here. E309. We're just getting started.
FreeCreditReport.com. Tell your friends, tell your dad, tell your mom. Never mind, they've been singing our songs since we first showed up with our pirate hats on. If you're not into fake sword fights, pointy slippers and green wool tights, take a tip from a knight who knows. FreeCreditReport.com.
Offer applies with enrollment in Triple Advantage.
The new Butterfinger Comedy Network, only on Yahoo. Good times, man. Good times. Go to Yahoo and search Butterfinger.
Renew your skin with the Schick Quattro Titanium Trimmer. 4 blades with titanium stay sharp to reduce irritation. An edging blade adds precision, and a built-in trimmer makes it easy to maintain your look. Schick Quattro Titanium Trimmer. Free your skin.
So far, only one of us has had to be revived with an adrenaline shot, but I'll leave it up to you guys to guess who. Wait, that's not cool. That's not cool at all.
It is the biggest week in the gaming industry, and we, of course, are bringing you more than 20 hours
Yes.
of live demos, reports from the convention floor, interviews with the top developers in the business, everything.
We weren't kidding, folks. Coming up, we're going to talk warriors, rogues, and mages when we demo Dragon Age Origins right here on the stage.
We're going to customize some rides with the just announced Sony title, Mod Nation Racers.
And of course, be sure to check out G4TV.com/E3 for all the up-to-the-second E3 news. You will find exclusive HD video. HD now.
Yeah, easy.
HD.
Take it on, please. We're not pretty enough.
It's a game.
Yes, screenshots and now more. Let's see how Mr. Steve Wiebe is doing. Flaming barrels.
I hear him jumping over there.
He's so cool.
Thanks, guys.
Wiebe walk.
Thanks, guys.
right.
Steve has surpassed 690,000 points, and everyone here is pulling for him. The crowd's going crazy. Every time he almost dies, you just hear everyone go, So, he's
right.
approaching the 700,000 mark. Walter, what would it mean for Steve to reach the kill screen on his third and final attempt?
Well, I'll tell you, he still could get a pretty high score. He can still break 1 million points, and he can still get the kill screen because he's got that 1 man in reserve, and he's on his third man. If he gets there on his third man, he could cash those 2 men for a lot of points by, repopulating the time clock, which means we don't know how many points he can get. Maybe 1,020,000, maybe 1,030,000, but at least he's going to please the crowd because everybody's going to see 1 million points live and probably a kill screen.
I mean, the pressure is on, but he is on pace to do this, right? This is
Absolutely,
possible.
absolutely.
Well,
He can do this.
That's so exciting. Everyone here is just rooting for him, so we're really, really excited to see what he's going to do here. We're all cheering for him. Let's head back to Kevin, whose original story is sadly lacking in Elvish lore.
Portuguese fiction is mystical. Now, a good origin can really make or break your involvement in a character. So, thanks a lot, Wolverine. But the geniuses at BioWare Edmonton know this and have incorporated unique avatar beginnings into Dragon Age Origins, a spiritual successor to Baldur's Gate. Now let's go hands-on and see what kind of trouble we can start right here on this stage. Guys, welcome back Dr. Ray and Dr. Greg. It was very kind of you to look at some growths in the audience. What did you find? Will ointment help them? Are they going to be all right?
There's medical confidentiality that we can't talk about.
Very nice of you. Well, can you talk about Dragon Age at least? Can we get there?
We can.
Because the game is all about origins. So you get to choose an origin, and that defines your character, and you play on from there?
You really do. You actually create who you are and who you become in the game. It's actually, every character is unique. There's a number of origin stories that actually, for the first hour to 2 hours of the game, you actually it's the crucible which forces you into the role that you'll spend for the rest of the game. It creates almost like a first-person narrative experience. It's really cool.
Now, what are some of those origins? What do we have to choose from?
It's a really diverse group. There's a Dalish elf, a city elf, there's a dwarven noble, a dwarven commoner, human noble, and a mage. And each of them has a completely different outcome depending on which ones you choose for the story.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt my own question because, like a dangling pair of shiny keys, I see a dragon.
That's a dragon
on screen.
Yeah.
So it's not just a clever title then.
We're unveiling dragons for the first time at E3.
You guys, there's an exclusive right there. But now, that wasn't always a dragon.
That is.
How did that come to be?
Well, I mean, there's dragons in the Dragon Age.
Oh, okay.
And, they're pretty badass. They're tough.
But do we just beat them like pinatas, or can we ride them or accessorize them like a rat?
Normally it's more a flambe of you, but if you're lucky, you'll see.
Now, how different is the path when you play through with each origin? I mean, is it essentially the same game but revolving around your character, or does the storyline change depending on who you choose?
Basically, every conversation, every combat, every interaction, every exploration, all the different endings are completely different depending on which origin story you choose and all the choices you make from that point. This is a game where choices have impact. This is dark, heroic fantasy where not just impact, but dark impact. This is a mature-rated game, so it's filled with lust and violence and betrayal.
Let's talk about the lust really quickly here. I mean, violence and betrayal is great, but how does lust factor into this?
Well,
no dragon lust, no slash fiction?
Like all our games, we try and recreate real human emotions and real interactions.
Absolutely.
And so there's some interesting characters you might get to know pretty well in this game, and depending on who you are and who they are, things can happen.
Now, I know, look, it's one thing for a developer to play their game and love it and understand it, but have you spent any time with this title here?
We've spent a lot of time with this title, yeah. I've spent a lot of time with the PC title and also on the consoles, and both are shaping up to be absolutely amazing.
I was told you play this thing non-stop, like you have a love affair with your own game, which I love.
Pretty much, yeah. The last few months have been consumed with Dragon Age and Mass Effect as well, and then the Old Republic. So
anything else?
Lots of Mr.
And a lot of Pagel on the iPhone,
well,
too, right?
We got Mass Effect on the iPhone now.
Yeah, that's right.
So when we're riding places we played at, then we go back to the real.
I actually have Mass Effect on the iPhone in my pocket, but that's another story.
Oh, can we get to that story at the end of this interview? Is that possible?
Oh, briefly, maybe.
Okay,
Sure.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it running.
I don't know if we can. I probably
and
can
go through your photos.
It's in his pocket, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to get that out and get it loaded as well. But now, going back to this game here, when you're designing for 3 different SKUs, what's the challenge in making sure that it plays well on a PC but also works well with the
It's
controller?
really all about interface. I think what we did on actually the console versions, I mean, you have to have great performance and great graphics, that's a given. But you really also have to make sure the interface is customized. So right from the ground up, we redesigned the interface, made a different sort of multi-ring structure, some really cool ways you actually can sort of preset moves.
Kind of feels like Mass Effect.
Yeah,
almost, like in terms of the radio
very
menu.
actiony, very easy to play.
Yeah.
And what about this new Eclipse engine? What does that actually allow you to do? Graphically, I mean, it's gorgeous, but what are some of the highlights and advantages?
Well, we really focused. You were talking about the console SKUs, the PC SKU. We've been focusing all along and making sure we have a really loving, handcrafted adaptation to all the platforms in terms of the controls, in terms of the way it runs, in terms of how smooth it looks, and in terms of how the graphics look. We want to make sure it's a great experience, so it feels like it's a native adaptation on every platform.
And Greg, what are we seeing here gameplay-wise? This dragon will not go down. What are we throwing at it?
You can see he's got one of your guys' mouth, and you had your lead player. Alistair's there in front. He's just got hit on the head.
He's stunned.
Yeah, and you got I think that's Win the Mage who keeps blasting him.
So she's a shapeshifter, so she might change into another shape if you watch, depending on what Tony does.
And what are we talking in terms of spells and weapons and armor and inventory items? I mean, all that stuff. Like, how robust is this game?
This game is incredibly rich and deep. I think players are going to be stunned with the number of tactical choices they have. I mean, who do you bring with you? There's a whole range of companion characters.
You're controlling 4 different guys.
Four different guys at the same time, yeah. And you can focus on one of them if you want to have the AI control the rest, or you can kind of switch back and forth. It's really up to you how you want to play. And there's also other characters.
Oh, check it out! You got
so the dragon's about to go down.
So he's on now. He's just toying with him. Now he's just riding him.
Watch it. This is it.
Get him! Get him! Oh! Where's the candy?
You just killed the dragon.
Wow,
Those are high-level characters. Yeah, it's tough.
How tragic! We see the dragon and then it's destroyed. Does she shape shift again, or is that it? We got a dead dragon on the screen for the rest.
That's a dead dragon.
You have good eating for quite a while based on that.
Absolutely.
Delicious steaks.
When do we get to play this game? Don't tell me early next year.
October 20th.
You have the date.
Xbox
October 20th. All SKUs.
PS3 and PC.
Wow. Well, I can tell you guys love it. No Mass Effect on the iPhone.
That's probably a little. Wouldn't show as well maybe on the screen, but it's really cool. It's called Mass Effect Galaxy.
Maybe when we get back from break, we'll see something.
Yeah, I'll show you.
You guys, Dr. Ray and Dr. Greg, thank you guys so much for coming on and bringing Dragon Age. Really appreciate it. All right. Also, in case you didn't notice, dragons are sweet. Now let's send it back over to Miss Olivia Munn and Adam, the Dragon Slayers.
We killed the dragon. We killed the dragon.
We got a date, October 20th. What's up? With E3 returning to its former glory, full of sound and fury and smells, you get a few added bonuses.
For me, the bonus is seeing the gaming industry reach a wider market. Therefore, securing the place of video games is not only a form of entertainment, but of art as well.
Yes, whereas for some, the bonus is booth babes.
Yeah.
That's right. Chris Hardwick has more with the lovely lasses of the show floor.
Yes, E3, video games, fine, great. It's nothing without the booth babes that stand and hold it up like pillars of nerddom. Booth babes, I'm here at the Ubisoft booth. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Naturally, you're booth babes because you're here to meet your future husband. And how has that been panning out so far?
It's been quite a search, and who knows? I mean, I love the Ninja Turtles. Maybe I'll find that common interest with this supposed husband.
Let's be honest, there's a couple greasy types. Am I right? Am I right? This brother knows what I'm talking about. Guess who I'm standing with? Freaking Ghostbusters. You guys, kudos on the jumpsuits. Phenomenal. The proton packs, unbelievable. I actually feel like there could be ghostbusting. These are so authentic. I also have to say, of all the booth babes, you might be my favorite.
That is so awesome.
I mean, come the F on. This is phenomenal. The best booth babes are right here at G4. Here they are. Seriously, by leaps and bounds. Have any nerds tried to impregnate you yet?
Just one.
How'd that go?
Not so well.
Nerd baby on the way. This is where it happens. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for being the choicest top of the heap in booth babe technology here at E3. I'm Chris Hardwick.
and I'm gonna go take a cold water bath.
I don't know what we're doing. I'm not even on camera. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, Kevin's a hottie, but if you're into booth babes, then you do not want to miss the latest import from G4's duty-free TV. It's the International Sexy Ladies Show.
And ladies, on video, for straightforward stuff, thrown in for good measure. It's pretty easy to wrap your head around. Check it out.
We've watched every TV show ever made. We've bought every DVD film ever released, downloaded gig after gig to our handheld devices, and can now proudly present, from all over the world, women as you've never seen them before! With Joe Coy, Sherrod Small, Doug Benson, Steve Byrne, John Caparulo, Mitch Fatel, Alex Zane, and the sexiest ladies on the planet! You won't believe what other countries call TV!
Sexy Ladies Show premieres Sunday night at 9:30.
And don't miss a special sneak peek episode tonight at 9:30. Go to g4tv.com/sexyladies for videos of the ladies, their lady parts, and other lady details.
That's so ambiguous.
Yeah,
I must learn more soon.
I learned that from the doctors. It's sometime next year and lots of lady parts.
All right. We're going to talk right after this, and that's going to be when E309 continues. We're going to climb back to the irradiated Metro titles to see the new downloadable experience for Fallout 3 Point Outlook.
And we'll trick out some tiny cars and get creative when we hit the road with Mod Nation Racers. It's going to be so good. Stick around. We'll be right back. It's so much fun here.
E309 Live is brought to you by the International Sexy Ladies Show. Real women, real TV, real weird. Premieres Sunday night, only on G4.
Red Faction Gorilla. Rated M for mature.
There is a company that is like no other company in the world. CEOs got started here. Astronauts. And software engineers. You see, this company is filled with dreamers. But they also have courage, strength, honor. And when they leave this company, it will be with 1,000 opportunities and the respect of millions. There's strong, then there's Army Strong. To see strength like no other, go to GoArmy.com.
Three sprays to deodorant greatness. Learn the move at doublepitstochesty.com.
Oh, hey, check it out, check it out. I think he might actually find one of the clues. Oh, so close. Nah, see, he's getting colder, man. He's freezing. Wait, he's getting warmer, hotter. He's a volcano. Oh, lingerie he's got it. of the sun. Oh, no, colder. Icy, frigid. Warmer, colder. Cooling way down, man. Yeah, dude, like a clue's gonna be under there. He'll never get his memory back.
There's a better way to find the critical hint locations in Prototype. Get an exclusive map and figurine when you pre-order at GameStop. Powered to the players. Rated M for mature.
I'll call you then. Bye.
Devin?
Cindy, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I'll say. You've got the whole Verizon Wireless network. Mr. Fear of Commitment. That's weird.
Well, they came with my pay-as-you-go plan, so I only pay for them when I use them.
So you haven't changed at all?
Nope.
Goodbye long-term contracts. Hello, America's largest calling family. Get unlimited talk to more people, use 0 minutes. Plus, get phones starting at just $19.99. Verizon Wireless.
Patrick?
What's up, Ryan?
Oops.
Get dunked on by Patrick Chewing.
Approved.
a world record, he still has time to wave at everybody. He is trying to break the Donkey Kong world record once again, but right now, it's time for me to pick your brains. Valve never seems to disappoint. I think you guys can agree with me on that. All their games have been great, but what's your favorite? Tell us what you think. Is it A, Left 4 Dead, B, Half-Life, or C, Portal? Head on over to G4TV.com/E3 and cast your vote. We will have the results later on in the show. Now, one of our favorite games from last year was Fallout 3. It has sucked countless hours from humanity's collective life, and thanks to the downloadable expansions, it's kept that on track. Chris Hardwick is at the Bethesda booth with a glimpse of the 4th expansion, Point Lookout, and their new title, Rogue Warrior.
As you can see by the giant letters behind me, I'm outside the Bethesda booth. This right here is Todd Howard, the game designer, game director for Bethesda. And let's talk a little bit about Fallout 3 Point Lookout.
It's coming out June 23rd, and it's kind of got this swampy horror vibe. These yokels who live in backwoods Maryland where the bombs never...
That's where yokels live.
Yeah, the bombs didn't fall there, but they've been neglected and there's radiation, so it has a really kind of cool, different vibe to it.
You are not welcome in this place.
You can't talk Rogue Warrior without talking to this guy, Mr. Dick Marcinko. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Well, thanks for crapping me here. It's a good ambush.
Absolutely. You know something about actually being a warrior. So can you tell us about the expertise that you brought to the game Rogue Warrior?
Well, the expertise that primarily comes is in the scripting of it and making a sort of a realistic fiction or prediction. And then about 25 of the kill moves in the game are the way it happens. But you got to remember that in the real world, you fight with anything you can.
Right.
So you don't call timeout to draw spares. So.
Right.
Well, you want to win, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There's some good knife kills in there. And of course, I have 3 knives out that I Rogue Warrior, but the bottom line is everybody gets hurt in a knife fight.
Right.
So I use the gun first.
Doom on you.
Dick Marcinko, we talked to Todd, Bethesda. You were only seeing this on G4. If you think you're seeing it anywhere else, you're lying to yourself.
Oh, Weeby is so close! Keep going, Steve. When E309 continues, we're going to check out Real-Time World's new Cops and Robbers MMO. It's APB and Mod Nation Racers, the new Make Your Own Tracks title from Sony. So don't move, everybody. We're going to be right back.
E309 Live is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Hours of energy now, no crash later.
To be in the gaming industry. It's not open to the public, but we're still coming to you live with demos, interviews, and news. You name it, we got it. You're welcome. Now, we want to know what you think about this year's E3, so head on over to twitter.com/G4TV and let us know. Now, thanks very much to the 5 Hour Energy drink. Steve Weeby has been playing Donkey Kong all day here at the LA Convention Center in an attempt to reclaim the high score at Napa World Record. So let's check in with Kristen Adams, see how he's doing.
All right. Thanks, Adam. Steve looks poised to break the 1,000,000-point mark. He still has 2 lives remaining, and the kill screen is approaching. So, Walter, I want to ask you, how critical is point pressing to Steve's game plan right now?
Well, in my opinion, at this point in time, Steve's kind of playing conservatively because he does want to reach 1,000,000 points, which he is on schedule for, and he does want to reach the kill screen, which he is on schedule for if he doesn't lose his men, okay? Because if you point press a lot, you'll become vulnerable and lose your men. And at this point in time, I think he wants to get to 1,000,000 points in the kill screen, so he's playing kind of conservatively. But if he point presses heavily, it puts him in danger, but he could get a high score. Depends on what he decides to do right now.
He's still in a really good position right now, so everyone is like waiting in here with bated breath. You can cut the tension in here with the knife. It's pretty exciting. So back to you guys, Kevin and Olivia.
Okay. Thank you. Good work. Thank you, Kristen.
Nice this guy, right?
Dude, too nice. Like when that power went out, I would have thrown thrown a chair at a booth stage.
I like that he continues to play and then waves to camera
He's
and
like,
continues to play.
oh, I'm just breaking a world record. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. I love it. I love it. Now, through the power of what I imagine is, well, it's probably black magic and tons of mana potions or something, we're able to actually find out what you think of all the E3 actions so far.
That's right. Let's welcome the virtual audience.
Welcome, virtual audience.
We are checking in with Moxie from Massachusetts.
All right, Moxie, we have seen, you want to talk to Moxie?
Yeah, I'd like to talk to
Why don't
Moxie.
you chat with Moxie?
Well, Moxie, we've seen tons of huge announcements from all of the major players, but Kevin and I want to know, what is the best thing that you have seen at E3 so far this week?
Hi, Olivia.
Hey.
Kevin, the best thing I've seen is Natal from Microsoft.
That's Kevin, you got to see that, right? At the press event.
Natal looks amazing. What impresses you most, Moxie? Was it the demo with Milo, the creepy cybernetic T-1000 Skynet boy that's going to kill us? Or was it the fact that it just mapped your body like a skeleton?
No, I always wanted a creepy little brother, and now I can with Milo and the Natal.
Yeah. Are you going to trick your creepy little brother into doing weird stuff? Because I was worried for a second there that, when he tells you to look in and look at the fish, that it was going to be like, now do this motion to get his hands off your throat. Because that Milo kid, I did not trust. He was creeping me out.
That's just because you're mind things like that.
Yeah, true.
I just want to push him in the pond.
That's what I'm talking about. See you, Milo.
Now, Moxie, what have you not seen yet that you want to know more about?
I want to know more about the Agency MMO from PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean, the MMO is from Sony, and it basically is an MMO about secret agents that enter into real life with text messaging.
Yeah, it's supposed to integrate the real world with the virtual world.
Yeah.
It wasn't shown here. There was nothing new in the press.
Yeah, just a little bit.
In the press conference. Why is your interest still piqued about this one, Moxie?
Because most MMOs are either fantasy or space-based, and this is set in the real world, so I want to see how that plays.
And how long before you start ignoring the calls from the video game, like an angry ex-girlfriend? You're like, nah, dude, it's cool.
No, I'm good.
Give it a week.
Now, I hear you have concerns about MAG. They showed that off today at the Sony press conference. Massive action game. What has you worried about that one?
Well, anybody who's played an online shooter knows with like just 16 people, half the people in there are idiots. What's it going to be like with 256 different idiots?
249 simultaneous baggings going on is all that's going to happen. A lot of bullets everywhere.
Again, not everyone plays like you.
Everybody should. I'm writing strategy guide. Bagging for beginners. I'm telling you. It's going to be good.
That should be your website.
I should write how-to pamphlets.
Baggingforbeginners.net.
Thank you.
Register it.
Register it. All right, thanks for those questions there, Moxie. But right now, let's send it back over to Adam Sessler.
All right. The Crackdown was one of the most addictive games from 2007, and now the same folks who let you go crazy collecting orbs in Pacific City are hard at work on a new MMO called APB. Players will be they're either going to get to be criminals or cops and find out if crime really does play. Hey, not play. Allison Haycliffe has more.
You got the ride, the crew, money,
the name, the fame, the hype.
You got everything you ever wanted.
From the creator of GTA and Crackdown, we've got APB, an MMO that we've been getting a lot of buzz about. Now, Chris, tell me about this game.
So APB is a new breed of online game. We're not quite an MMO in the traditional sense. We take elements of games like Counter-Strike, Grand Theft Auto, and bring them together in a virtual world where hundreds of players will all interact, doing missions against each other.
Be a somebody or be a nobody.
So how is a player's skill going to matter in this game?
So with things like Counter-Strike, it's more Twitch-based, so you're not just bashing buttons to do everything, you're controlling where you're aiming, where you're shooting. So player's own skill definitely plays more of a factor in this game.
Man, you're on your way now. You got a name and a street rep.
And is there a way for people to level up in this?
So it's not level-based. You'll open up new items, weapons, assets you can put onto your clothing, tattoos, stuff to put on the cars, just to improve how you look in the game.
Start making some noise.
So when can we expect it?
We're aiming for the early part of 2010.
Awesome. I'll be looking forward to it. Thanks.
All right. After we get done paying some bills, we're going to take a look at Mod Nation Racers. The E3 09 of your dreams will continue right after this.
E3 09 G409 Live is brought to you by Coca-Cola Classic. Open a Coke and enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Lips.
And I'm Rob Reiner.
And we are Anvil. And you're about to see our rock band tips. There's also, from really, really intense singing, you can pop light bulbs out of your ass. It's really good too, you know. But that's what I'm talking about is hemorrhoids. And I get that every now and again, and it's not very comfortable. And I usually hide behind the stacks and adjust myself, so to speak. Usually sit on something with a straight edge, push it back in.
He loves it. He's loving it.
He's so close. All eyes are on Weeby right now, man. The guy is so close.
Yeah, so if you hear oohs and ahs as we go on, a lot of that's from Weeby.
It could also be the amazing gameplay that you're about to see. Welcome back, guys. It's E309 Live. This is the place where your life gets put on hold so you can focus on leveling up, even if the kids are crying in the background. Screw it.
Now, only hours ago at the Sony press conference, they announced the Little Big Planet of racing games. It's called Mod Nation Racers, and we already have it for you guys on our stage.
Yeah, this is a fully customizable racer with real-life physics, and of course, you can make your own tracks and cars and characters and easily share them with friends online. So let's take now a first look at how it all comes together.
Joining us is William Ho and James Gree from United Front Games. Thanks so much for bringing us Mod Nation Racers.
Thanks for having us.
We are so excited about
the
this.
game. First of all, congrats on the demo on stage. Like that was impressive. To take 5 minutes and build a level at a press conference and not have people throwing stuff on stage is a monumental feat.
You guys have to practice that a lot before you come here. It's like over and over.
We practiced it a few times.
Maybe once or twice.
Yeah, that was good.
That's
now, the title, of course, suggests that user-generated content is a focus for this game. Just how customizable is it? I mean, I said cars and characters and levels. Other games have provided that. To what extreme does your game do?
Well, I think that there are a lot, like you said, a lot of racing games let you do 1 or 2, but no other racing game, and I defy you to name one, that actually lets you do all 3.
He just defied you.
Olivia Munn's Racing Challenge, which is coming to the iPhone soon. Actually, no, she's not making a game. But so to what level of customization are we talking?
Also, like I was saying this morning, we're heavily influenced by urban vinyl culture. There's so many different styles, right? Every new urban vinyl collectible has a different style, and there's always a sense of discovery and wonder and something new. So we challenged ourselves to provide all the parts and all the style and everything you need to express your style.
And you don't have to spend $500 per vinyl toy, right?
Exactly. That's right, yeah. Exactly. You pay once and you make tons.
Yeah.
Now, how in-depth is the character customization, and can you modify just more than the aesthetics?
Well, generally it's about the visuals. It's about visual expression. It's about my personal style. It's about my Monkey Butler versus James's cooler character like in the press conference. But we don't want to limit anyone to a particular style that's like better in the game.
Yeah.
They're all cool. They're all equal. They're all badass. And so we prefer to focus on the visuals.
Now, James, you were pretty serious about throwing down some secret weaponry for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
In the demo that we saw. What sort of weapons are we actually going to have at our disposal?
Well, we're not going to go too deeply into that. I mean, we showed you some rockets in there, some bigger missiles and that sort of thing. There's going to be a ton of other ones. We're going to have a bunch of stuff that interacts with the environment as well. You saw that with some of the stompers that were in the track
absolutely.
there.
Are we talking like real-time deformation with roads being demolished?
Yeah, traps, that sort of thing, gates opening, closing, all that sort of stuff will be in there, for sure.
Now, one thing I really love about what you guys are doing with Little Big Planet is this whole new genre, which I want to get right. It's called Play, Create, Share, which is so fantastic, and that's why we love games like this. Now, at the Sony press conference, you guys showed how easy it is to build a new track with Track Studio.
Yeah, we're seeing that right now, too.
Which is another big thing, is that things are really simple and easy to do. So, specifically Track Studio, how powerful is it?
It's incredibly powerful. I mean, it's powerful enough that all our artists at the studio are using it to make all the tracks in the game. So we're going to be shipping a bunch of tracks in there. They're all made using this tool. So whatever those guys need, we're getting in there. In the demo, we barely scratched the surface of what you could do. I mean, we're pretty tight for time, as you probably saw.
Sure.
So we're focusing on really the simplest and the quickest tools. There's a ton under the hood there that you can do. You can go in, you can tweak everything once it's down. we're mostly placing stuff relative to the track, but you can also free place in the world, put things wherever you want them.
Well, you were able to get the livestock out on the track, which was very nice. I'm glad you threw some sheep out there.
Important, very
but
important.
what else?
Just
I
like
mean,
real
those radio menus look incredibly in depth.
Yeah.
So is there a feature or a bonus or an add-on or an item that you wanted to show off but didn't have time to show off?
Well, really, there's a ton of depth to all the themes. We're only showing part of one of the themes we have in the game. We're shipping 4 themes in the game. So there's just going to be a huge amount of variety to everything there.
Now, how will the online sharing experience work?
Well, I think, everyone's played Little Big Planet. It's an awesome game. We played it a lot. We totally admire what they did. And anyone who's familiar with the way it worked in Little Big Planet, save it to your hard drive, upload it, and boom, other people can see it, other people can download it, other people can rate it, right? Everyone loves to add comments and ratings to other people's creations. And then we go a step farther, and we actually let you download and remix and republish.
That's
and so it goes on and on and on.
So if I suck at a particular turn, I can download that track and just kind of erase it.
Exactly. You can make it your own.
That's what we love, is that our fan base and your fan base, they're so smart now. They can actually do these things. So you guys have given them the tools and the access to, here, do it. We want you to do it.
Yeah, absolutely, and you don't have to start from scratch either. If there's something you think is cool, but you want to tweak something, you don't have to start completely from scratch. Start from the middle. Start from the end. Just tweak as little or as much as you want.
And are you offering the ability to customize the levels that ship with the game? Will I be able to take those and remix those as well?
Definitely. You can grab any of those levels, change them however you want. Switch the theme, add some more jumps in there.
What are these themes? What do we have? I mean, we saw a theme today. Do we have Lava World? Do we have Snow? Do we have...
Well, we're not going to go too deep into that right now.
We can't. We got like 15 seconds. We can give us one.
No, we got to tease them out a little slow for you guys.
We promise that with those themes, you can make just about anything you imagine.
Anything?
Unicorn
Just
Planet?
about anything you imagine. Yeah.
Just for Olivia. I know Olivia is totally into unicorns. I mean, whatever. I think they're cool, but
we'll see what we can whip up for you.
Kevin wants to know.
I do. When will Mod Nation Racers be available? When can we actually get our hands on it and start making stuff?
We hope to have it in everyone's hands to race, create, and share in early 2010.
Awesome.
Yeah, we can't wait.
You guys, it really does look great. And again, fantastic demo today. It was a real highlight of the press conference.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for showing us
Thanks
the
for having
game.
us.
Mod Nation Racers.
Thank you.
All right, now, earlier in the show, we asked you what your favorite Valve game is, and you guys answered.
The punch cards have been counted, and the current leader is Left 4 Dead with 42%.
Wow. That is a tough
that surprise
poll.
you?
But no, I love Left 4 Dead. That's one of my favorites as well. But I'm a Team Fortress guy, so I voted twice. It's fine. Don't forget, you guys, starting Friday, you can watch the best of our E309 coverage whenever you want. Just look for G4 On Demand on your channel lineup, or go to g4tv.com/VOD. That's video on demand.
I know.
For more info. All right, you guys, we got even more coming up.
So much more.
So stick around, watch some commercials, and then we'll be back. That's how this thing works. See ya.
did not hit the million mark. He got a kill screen on the last screen. It was, I mean, everyone was holding their breath in here. So what does this mean, Steve?
I just was glad. Thanks everyone for cheering me on. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Gotta enjoy that cheer for a minute. Take it in, drink it in, Steve. Drink it in.
But I just wanted to put on a show for you guys, so I'm glad you stuck around and cheered me on. So
of course, I mean, I love it. I mean, you were just raising your hand in the middle of the game. I mean, just acknowledging everyone.
I was having fun. So.
All right, Walter, tell me, when did you think Steve was going to actually do this, or at what point did you think it was not looking good?
Well, I knew because I studied so many Donkey Kong games getting ready to come here. I knew that he had a chance all the way. At the end, he decided how he wanted to spend his men, whether go to the kill screen or cash them in on the barrel board and get more points. But he played it conservatively at the end, and it was a fun ending, and we're very pleased that he did a kill screen in front of everybody, and everybody should know who's seen a kill screen, you know?
Hey, Steve, I've got to ask you, because you've been here since 8 a.m. Chaos is an understatement for what this set is actually like. How aware were you of everyone and everything else? Or, I mean, like, versus the game?
I feel the crowd, and I knew the crowd was around me, but I just tried to lock into the machine and just feel the energy. It's more than look around. Like if you're at a tall height, you don't want to look down because you might freak out. So I just figured I'd stare straight ahead. Once in a while, I look to the crowd, but guy's awesome. Thanks.
Well, no. I gotta say, you're clearly qualified for far more skilled jobs than I am. So if you can pull something like that, all right.
Well, Steve, I think Walter has something that he'd like to present to you right now. Walter, go ahead.
You know, Steve is not just an amazing competitor on Donkey Kong. He currently actually holds the world record on Donkey Kong Jr. as recently certified and verified by Twin Galaxies. So even though we are honored here at G4 to show him this and present this to him, he's actually going to have to show up again to collect the final edition of this, an official certificate from the International Video Game Hall of Fame.
Appreciate it, man.
So Steve and about another dozen people up in Seattle in about a week or so will be given these inductee certificates for the International Video Game Hall of Fame. That's right, you know it. It's in Ottumwa, Iowa. So,
Thank
the
you
official
so
Video
much,
Game
Walter.
Hall of Fame, and there you go.
Thank you
Steve.
so much, Walter.
Steve,
congratulations.
one more round of applause.
Back to you guys, Kevin and Olivia.
Good work. All right,
Back to you guys, Kevin and Olivia.
We're leading the Weeby chant. Weeby. The man is a warrior.
I love that guy.
And a gentleman.
He is.
That's too nice. Too nice. Now, guys, we have seen some amazing demos today, and this, believe it or not, was only the beginning. Tomorrow, we're going to see the next chapter in the Final Fantasy saga.
Jump now?
Huh?
Jump now?
Yes, now's a good time. There's always a tool for everything. It's jump time. You'll get it when you see the footage, in case you missed the Sony conference. So just get your sexually ambiguous avatars ready for this one. Tomorrow is going to be huge.
Then we will hang out with the descendant of Sir Francis Drake and see what drew him into a life of larceny. Very interesting. Be here for our demo of Uncharted 2 Among Thieves.
Cannot wait for that.
Also, have a fist-pounding, hands-on with Fight Night Round 4. It's like reliving Mike Tyson's heyday without all the ear biting.
Oh, you should be able to just get in there and take a snap.
I actually met Evander Holyfield once, and you can see the bite marks still.
Oh, that's
Fun
a nice
fact.
little souvenir.
You can still see it.
Plus, the planet may have melted, but the big giant bugs are still there. We're going to play Acrid Exterminators when we get some playtime with Lost Planet 2, which is just the fact that we get that on stage. It's awesome.
Yes. Of course, you have all the wonderful, glowing, vulnerable points, which I do as well.
Of course.
G4's E3 action continues tomorrow at 6 with more live coverage.
Plus, Olivia's going to try to break the track and field record.
Yes.
With her face.
You
sit there, we'll get you a power pad.
It'll be good.
Adam, pick of the day.
Pick of the day. From the stuff we had on our set, Brutal Legend, but I love the Sony motion control. This is really exciting.
Took us all. What about
I'm going to say Forza 3 because I can customize my own car with your face on it, which is,
That is sweet.
And I can crash it.
It'll help you streamline it. Excuse me.
Wait, what's your favorite?
You can't break this face.
What's
Left
your
4 Dead 2 was awesome, but again, Sony motion control. You guys,
Yeah.
Wait,
It's been a
it's
good
coming
day.
up after this. Thank you guys for watching E3.
Thank you again, Steve